to consolidate what we were saying earlier, because matters a lot to me.
Give it to me.
Most skills can be learned decently with about 20 hours of focused effort. 20 hours. Like the first 20 hours of you actually doing something, you learn the most you're going to learn about the thing. If you just consider by percentage of learning from like you know nothing to 20 hours in, you already have a really good understanding of the thing. The problem is that most people will take years to start the first hour. And so that habit that you're referencing is that my speed, at least now as I've gotten better at this stuff, is that like I try and detract the time from when I want to learn something or when I want to start doing something to starting it as soon as I can, because I just want to start getting through those 20 hours as fast as I can.
Yes.
And so that's just been a very tangible, because it seems like this amorphous thing, but there was a study that was done. There's like, in the first 20 hours, you can learn almost any skill. Playing guitar, running an ad, doing you will learn more in that first 20 hours than any other time. So it's like, then just get to that 20 hours and don't delay.
Yes.
And that's been one of the deepest lessons I've had, because it took me 4 years to learn how to build a website, and it took me 1 day to actually learn.
Crazy. Because you decided to act on the learning.
4 years to delay and procrastinate and say, I'm not a tech guy. I'm not a tech person. This isn't my kind of thing. I'm a gym guy. I'm a local business owner. I should pay somebody to do this. I'm above this kind of thing. Like all these stories, right? And then one day I sat down on a Sunday morning and I was like, I'm going to learn this thing.
And you Googled it and you just learned it?
Step by step by step. And you know what? I set the whole day aside. It took me 4 hours.
Crazy. It's amazing. You'll hear, I bet you've heard this so many times, that people are like, I want to launch a podcast. I want to start a YouTube. I want to launch a book.
Yeah.
And they've been saying it for years and years and years, when you can literally go on Amazon and upload a book in an hour.
Yeah.
If you just learn the steps. It might feel daunting and like, I don't know how to do this and how do I link my payments and create a book and put it up there. But you can create a one-page book and launch it to at least say you did it, and now you know the steps, so it's not as scary.
100%.
I think so many people are afraid to launch their thing because they don't understand how to do it, and they think it's going to take a lot more time than it actually is. You may not be good at it right away.
Yeah.
Your website probably wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
But you got the website up within 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then you can make it better over time.
And because that first hour is you paying down the fear of uncertainty. It's all these fears of like not being enough. What if I feel stupid? Because you have felt stupid when you try to figure something else out. But like if you remember how hard it was to learn how to tie your shoes when you were a kid, right? Because it's like, I have to remember, and then this one, and the 2 bunny ears, the whole thing, right? But like now you can do it in your sleep. Mm-hmm. And it's just the emotions we have about beginning work, because the judgments we're going to put on ourselves about how we're doing. But if we can remove the judgment of how we're going to do and say, I assume I'm going to suck. And all I'm doing is I'm going to start pulling the thread of this 20 hours. That's my only goal, is to start sucking. That's it. I just want to start sucking rather than nothing.
Right. You gotta love embarrassing yourself the way I feel like it. These skills that you're gonna learn, they're gonna bring you a lot of value long term. They're not easy to start with. They're not. And so you've got to be okay with accepting embarrassment of your own self.